Come follow the brick wall. It's your girl Eva K, and I'm ready to eat. Hey, who ready to eat with me? Hi, I'm your host Eva K.
Hi, I'm her son, Dallas K.
Hey guys, so guess what? Today I have a phenomenal young man here with me today, Mr. Dallas Kyle. We're going to switch it up. I know it's break bread with E, but I wanted to showcase this young man, Mr. Roadrunner, number 55 for the baby Roadrunner. Stand up and show them your jersey. So in 2022? In 2022, Dallas started his own book club. What's the name of your book club, Dallas?
Big Boys Do Read.
Big Boys Do Read. So can you tell me what was the inspiration behind starting your own book club?
Because I like to read, and all of the other young men, they probably don't get the opportunity to read. So, yeah, I created my book club.
So you created your own book club. Okay. And what was the inspiration behind the name Big Boys Do Read?
Because Big Boys do read.
So have you struggled with reading in the past?
Yes.
Can you tell me about your journey and your struggle with reading?
It was hard. It's still probably very hard because I'm moving on to the next level.
What grade are you in?
4th grade.
So your kindergarten year was COVID, and you had to do your schoolwork at home. So basically online learning, as you guys know, for a kindergartner was very difficult. So can you tell me some things about your childhood and growing up in your family?
Yeah.
Speak up. Or you can look at me, whichever one. Okay. Go ahead. So tell me about your family and growing up.
I love my family. I get a lot of opportunities, and I'm happy. And I get to play with my friends.
Can you explain what opportunities you're talking about?
Like, my mama does everything for me.
What does that mean? Talk to me. This is an interview. So when somebody's interviewing you, you have to give them sentences, full sentences. Because you got to remember, just because I know you does not mean the viewer knows you, right?
Yeah.
So look up, hold good posture, hold yourself up, and talk. So what does that mean?
She works hard every day to get me the stuff that I like and I want.
Okay. So what are some things you like to do outside of reading?
I like to play with my friends. I like to play the video game with my friends too.
Okay. So this shirt I have on, can you read it for me?
I can make a difference.
It said, I can make a difference. And where did this shirt come from?
Freedom School.
Can you tell me some things about Freedom School?
Freedom School, we got to do chants and they let us read. It was just very fun, and we had different readers come in, like my mom, come and read books to us.
So do you attend Freedom School all year long, or is it just a summer program? Tell me about Freedom School.
It's pretty much just like a summer program, and the teachers there are very nice. Some of them like do sports, like Mr. Dunn. Yeah, he used to play football.
Where else have we gotten some of our books? Like some of these books did come from Freedom School. This book here came from the Muse. The Reader Actually Came, which is a beautiful book. Y'all should get that. Where is another place we like to go that has the Lit Kid program that you can get books from? What is it called?
The Bottom.
The Bottom. Can you tell me some things about The Bottom?
We get to read a lot, and sometimes they do like stuff up there. Like you can make clay and stuff sometimes.
What is that called? The making of the clay and the playing in the mud. What is it called? You know what it's called?
Yeah, I forgot.
Ceramics.
Yeah, it was like
with Miss Jasmine Johnson. Okay, Mr. Dallas. I'm so glad you came to want to break bread with your mom. But let's talk about school, right? So, 4th grade. How was your behavior in school?
It's good. It's good. Sometimes I have struggles.
Why do you have struggles? What is a struggle?
Sometimes I get really mad, and I've been trying to work on that.
So what do you do when you get mad and you get frustrated? What are some of the tools that you use in school?
I try to ask to go to the calm down corner.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't, I just put my head down. And if it was doing work, I would still participate. But when we were done, I'll just put my head down.
Okay. What about sports? Yep. So I see right now you have on a football jersey. You have a game tomorrow. Can you tell me something about football?
Yeah. It's a very hard sport to play, but I love the sport a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I play basketball, not just with my friends. I used to play on the team too.
Are you going to play this year?
Yeah, I might.
Okay. So what are some things that football teaches you?
Work hard.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give up.
Mm-hmm.
And be teamwork.
Teamwork, that's a big one. Mm-hmm. What about the one that starts with the D? Discipline. Do football teach you discipline?
A lot.
So how can we correlate reading to sports? Like, how can you put those two together? What are some things that reading can teach you?
It's kind of like football. Work hard, don't give up.
Mm-hmm.
Practice make perfect.
Mm-hmm. So when you read, right,
mm-hmm.
can you see like the pictures in your mind?
Sometimes.
Like, can you visualize the character?
Mm-hmm.
And do reading take you on adventures?
Yeah.
Okay. So answer me this. Is knowing how to read important?
Yeah, because all the other subjects, you need reading too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What happens if you get to the third grade, which we know you passed to the fourth? What happens if you get to the third grade and you can't read that well? What are some things that happen in third grade that you need to know how to read for?
CCAPs. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the grade when we start reading chapter books too.
Mm-hmm. Like this one?
Yeah.
So, with Big Boys Do Read, how can people join your group?
They have to be committed. Like they would love to have to read. If they like to read and they don't really get to read that much,
mm-hmm.
they can join my book club.
Mm-hmm. Do you think reading is a punishment?
No.
Why don't you think reading is a punishment?
Because it helps you.
It helps you. Okay. And learning is what?
Good for you.
Learning is good for you, and learning is key, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what some other questions I can ask you. Is there anything you want people to know about you and about like your goals and your ambition?
Yeah, I can share a little bit.
Go ahead.
I like to draw.
You like to draw?
So I like to do in my free time. Sometimes I read.
Mm-hmm.
And a little bit, most of the time, I play with my sister and play with my friends.
Okay. Let me ask you this. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a pro football player.
A pro football player. What is your backup plan?
I'll be a fitness coach.
A fitness coach.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. So, what about after football, after fitness? What do you think is next? Like what? Okay, let me ask you this. Before you get to being a pro football player, what are some steps you have to take to become a pro football player?
I have to have good grades.
Good grades in what?
School.
In school, but like what grades?
Like A's and B's.
No, I'm saying, do you just go straight from elementary school to the pros? What are the steps you have to take to get before you can play pro?
You have to work your way up.
To what? You go from elementary school. What's after elementary?
Middle school,
high school,
college.
College. Do you plan on going to college?
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to study in college?
Physical therapy.
Physical therapy. You got this all figured out, huh? I love that for you. Do you know what college you want to go to?
No, I'm still deciding.
Do you know what an HBCU is? Do you know what HBCU mean?
Historical Black College.
Okay. Or what's the U?
University.
University. All right. Do you know what college mommy went to?
UTC.
UTC, which stands for
University of Chattanooga.
University of
Chattanooga.
what's the T?
Oh, University of
Tennessee
Tennessee
at Chattanooga.
at Chattanooga.
Okay. So I'm glad that you have that figured out, and you know what an HBCU is. Let me ask you this. I want to go back to your childhood, because you're how old again?
No.
You're 9, right? And you have a mom and a dad and a sister.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel for you to live at home with your mom and your dad and your sister?
That feels great. I love my mom.
I love you.
I love my dad. And I love my sister. And I like when me and my sister, we like play, have fun, watch some TV.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Do you know what a tragedy is? Like if somebody said that there's been a tragedy, do you know what that means?
Mm-hmm.
What about the word trauma? Do you know what trauma means? So let me tell you about a tragedy that just recently happened, and I want to get your honest opinion on it and how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
So recently, there has been a school shooting at a high school, and a 14-year-old young man took a gun into the school. Is that okay? No. And he fatally hurt 4 people, 2 teachers and 2 students that were 14 years old. Don't you have cousins that's that age?
Mm-hmm.
So how does that make you feel, knowing that people sometimes take guns into school and try to hurt their friends and their teachers?
It makes me feel scared.
It makes you feel scared. How can you prepare for tragedies like that, or do you think you can prepare for tragedies like that?
Like, we do drills in school.
What kind of drills?
Like lockdown drills, fire drills.
How does it make you feel when you have to do a drill like that?
I get nervous. I get scared.
Recently at your school, y'all had a soft lockdown, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or like a medium lockdown. How does those make you feel? Like, what are the feelings that you feel when you have to do a drill or go on a soft lockdown?
When my stomach starts hurting, I feel nervous.
And what are some things that you do?
I just go in the corner like they say to.
So you follow directions. Do you panic and get all loud and hysterical?
No, I still panic, but not about. It feels like I don't show that I'm panicking.
You have to stay calm.
Yeah.
Okay. So you recently, in a few years, have lost a couple of people that were near and dear to you, that went to heaven. Do you want to talk about those people?
Yeah, my Auntie Teresa.
Your Auntie Teresa.
My Uncle Don.
Your Uncle Don.
My granddad.
Your granddaddy, which is my father. So how does that make you feel when you lose someone, when someone goes to heaven?
I feel sad. I feel so sad.
What do you do with those emotions?
I try to better myself with those emotions.
What that mean?
Like be trying to work harder for all this stuff.
So you take your emotion and use it on the football field. So when you were born, you were what?
A twin.
You were a twin. What happened to your twin?
He passed away.
He passed away. So since birth, you have had to deal with death, really, and people going to heaven, right? Do you feel like you have a safe space to talk about those things and when you have those emotions? What about with your dad? Do you think that all men have emotions or all boys have emotions?
Yeah.
Do you think that's healthy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you think that it's okay for boys to cry and express themselves?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I like that for you. So what about when you get, let's go through your emotions, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many emotions can you name?
Happy.
Happy.
Anger.
Anger.
Sad.
Sad.
Excited.
Excited?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed. Oh my goodness, yes. That's a big one. So what do you do? We can stop right there. What do you do when you're overwhelmed?
I try to calm down and stuff. Trying to calm down.
How do you calm down, buddy?
Like sometimes I just start walking like back and forth.
So you pace back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
What about? I'm sorry.
What's that? Trying to calm myself down.
Trying to calm yourself down. How about when you're happy?
I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
Feel great.
Mm. What about when you're excited?
I'm excited. The teacher says if you be too excited in class and you can't focus, you have to go to calm down corner and then reset. Because
that could present like you're trying to be what, a class clown, or you're just being disruptive. Okay. What about when you're angry?
When I'm angry, it's sometimes hard for me to calm down because I get real angry. Like today at school, this 5th grader tried to keep me. I got real mad.
The 5th grader that tried to kick you, what are their pronouns?
It was a girl.
So was she, her?
Mm-hmm.
So is it okay for girls to hit boys?
No.
Here, hit that, go hit that. We'll start over. Let's see. So, is it okay for girls to hit boys?
No, it's not okay for boys to hit girls either.
So, what do you do when someone hits you?
I tell the teacher. And if they do it the second time, my dad says that's when I get to defend myself. That's when
you can defend yourself. But what if it's a girl or an individual that identifies as a girl?
I'll try not to go up.
What about when you get angry at your sister? What does that look like?
I don't try to hear this. I just try to walk away. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to walk away.
Okay. So, last one. How do you feel about consequences?
Consequences?
Yeah.
Like good consequences, bad consequences.
Like good consequences. So, like, say if you went to a store and you stole something, what do you think a consequence could be for that?
Probably jail.
Jail?
And so probably all I can think of. But I do not wish jail on nobody.
You don't? Me neither. What's a good consequence? Can you tell me a good consequence?
Like if someone's being good in school, they get rewarded. Like that's a good consequence.
I know I said last one, but kind of feel. How do you feel about your after-school program that you go to?
I like my after-school program because I see a lot of my friends. We get to have free time.
What is the main thing that you love about your after-school program that you talk about every day?
I love playing with my friends and I love playing kickball.
No, that you get to learn. What is like the one thing or the one person that you get to learn about at your after-school program that you love?
Jesus and God.
Jesus and God. So you have a good faith?
We do devotion every day. And we go over the memory verse. We do a memory verse every month.
I love that. Do you remember any of the verses? Or like what's your favorite verse that stands out to you?
The first verse that we did.
What was it called?
I forgot it, but I still remember it.
What is it?
I forgot it. I can't say it, but I feel like I know it in my head.
Well, what do you think you remember? Say just a little part. Maybe somebody can help us identify it, or maybe I can help you identify it.
It was some part about the Lord anointing me.
Okay. Do you feel like you're anointed?
Yeah, I don't really give it that meaning. Like, they never told us what that means.
Like what it means to be anointed? I don't know the actual Webster definition of anointed, but when I think of being anointed, I think about being God's favorite, being chosen, being anointed or having an anointings over your life means that you're blessed, means that everything is not going to be perfect, but God will provide for all of your needs. You will always have what you need. That's what I feel like anointed is.
I remember something. We was doing a memory verse, and it was this lady called named Naomi. She thought that God didn't love her because bad things started happening in her life, so she wanted to change her name.
What did she change her name to?
Bitter.
Bitter. Ooh, I don't think I ever heard that. We're going to have to read about Naomi. Okay, let's wrap it up with Big Boys Do Read, which is why we're here.
Mm-hmm.
What is your future plans for Big Boys Do Read? Because we have not met this school year. So what are your future plans for Big Boys Do Read?
Hope that we can move it into my school and all the boys, they get to join.
Mm-hmm. And we have over hundreds of books here just at our home that we can give away, right?
Mm-hmm.
And give to people. Yeah. Do you want to finish by reading just a little snippet of this book, which is called Boygi, which is about a boy yogi? I just thought that was so cute. You don't have to.
I already read this book before. I like this book.
Me too. It is so cute. You nervous? Don't be nervous. It's just your mom here.
A while ago.
Can you read like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A while ago, my daddy came home from far away. But he came home different than before he left. Before he left, Daddy used to sleep like a log, and he liked to talk a lot. After he came home, Daddy had nightmares, and he spent a lot of his time alone.
Mm-hmm.
Before he was fun to be around, we used to run races in the park. After he came home, he was angry all the time, and he sat in his room. After Daddy came home, I thought he acted sad because of something I did. I thought my daddy didn't love me anymore. Mama said, "Of course your father loves you, Butterbean. It's just Daddy got sick overseas. That has nothing to do with you. He needs to get better." "Where is Daddy sick?" I asked. Is it his tummy?" "No," said Mama. Is it his knee?" I asked. "Last summer, I skinned my knee and that hurt a lot." "No," said Mama. "It's not Daddy knee that hurts him."
You want me to read a couple pages? I can read a couple pages. This is good. I ain't read this one. "Is it his head?" I asked Mama. "Does Daddy head hurt?" Mama was quiet for a minute, and then she smiled. "Well, yes, Butterbean, it is his head. When Daddy was away, some bad things happened there, and those things made him sick. We are lucky nothing happened to Daddy's body, but those bad things harmed his mind." I didn't know what she meant. Mama asked me, "Do you know what your mind is?" I shook my head. She touched my forehead. "Your mind is here. It is the things you think about. It is how you feel happy or sad. It's the song you like to sing in your favorite colors. Our minds are very precious, and we need to take care of them. Your mind is what makes you, you. Daddy is what makes Daddy, Daddy. I thought I understood then. Mama, I said, yes, baby. When my tummy hurts, you give me peppermint tea and honey to help me feel better. When I scan my knee, you stick a Band-Aid on it. Yeah, that's right. How do we make Daddy's head better? Mommy thought for a long time. Butterbean, that's what we're trying to figure out, she said finally. The next week, Mama took Daddy and me with her to the YMCA a few blocks away from our apartment. The YMCA was where Mama went to exercise and take dance classes. Daddy didn't want to go, but Mommy wouldn't let up until he put his coat on and walked in with us. The Y was full of grown-ups working out and sweating downstairs. In the basement, Mama and Daddy changed clothes and took a class called yoga. I sat on the floor in the corner and watched.
As the class began, the instructor pressed his hands on together and bowed. Namaste.
Namaste. Good job.
He said Namaste is from the old Sanskrit language. It means I bow to the spiral within you.
The spiritual.
It looks like it says spiral.
Mm-hmm.
Spiritual within you. I ask that you all please enter outer space in a calm way. No angry thoughts, speak softly. Positive thinking, I want you to move peacefully while you're here. At first, I thought yoga was weird, but it looked fun, like stretching but more cool. Most of the poses they did were standing, balancing, or bending in funny ways. Daddy seemed to like it.
Cool. He liked it so much he went back to yoga class the next day. Mommy and I went with him again. This time I tried yoga and I liked it too. It made me feel like I had superpowers, like I could do anything. That day our teacher told us a yogi was anyone who did yoga. Good time. Show that page.
So we can go back and forth there?
Yeah.
Week after week, Daddy and I went to our yoga class in the basement of our YMCA. Even after Mama stopped going with us, Daddy and I went whether it snowed or rained, whether it was cloudy or sunny.
And we both got better. Daddy could do the tree pose by standing on one leg and bending his knee. I could do the tree pose too, but it was hard. Daddy was also good at the cow face and the camel poses. I could do the pyramid pose without any practice at all. My favorite was the cobra pose because it made me feel like a snake. Daddy and I were yogis. Wow.
We walked home after class one day, and Daddy told me, Butterbean, boy, you're so good at your poses. I felt proud. You're a regular little boykie.
Boy.
Daddy said we both laughed at how funny that word sounded. Daddy went on, this yoga's helped me feel way better. I'm not as nervous as I was right after I came home from overseas. Not as jumpy, not as sad. All the time, my therapist tells me yoga helps a lot. Daddy looked at me and grand. I'll give it back.
Mhm. After that, he raced me home, just like we used to do before. As usual, I won. And as always, I could get ahead of Daddy because he always loved me and I always loved him. Oh, that was beautiful. It said, in love and memory of all the special times I enjoyed with my own father, John Nathan Moore Sr., a steadfast, dedicated, and man, an Army vet. Get this for your boys. So cute. All right, Brother Dallas. Thank you so much for coming. Before I say goodbye, how do you feel about yoga? Because we do have a YMCA membership. Would you like to go and try yoga? Yeah, we should do it. All right. And we can go to Dial Wellness. My friend, Miss Deborah, that's where I had my mad scientist birthday party, at her yoga studio. She's also a yogi. All right, Brother Dallas, any last words you want to say?
Goodbye and have a good day.
Thank you for being an avid reader and a leader. Love you.